Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Planning Serenity, where we plan for serenity. In today's video, we will be doing my meal plan for the month of May. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned. So I do keep my meal planning section in the back of my catch-all. So these are all the months for the weekly part of my catch-all. And then this back section is the home part of my catch-all, and I do have a catch-all setup video on my channel if you want to go back and see how I have everything set up. But anyway, so this is the meal planning section. I believe this was like a home expansion pack. Don't quote me on that though. But yeah, so typically it's a really long process. I'm not going to explain the process in this video. I will explain it in the next video that involves meal planning. But typically I go to this section. The front part of this section has common kitchen substitutions. I printed this out and added it to some, what is this? I guess cardstock, you could say. And it's just dinner ideas for different, I was gonna say genres, different cuisines, just in case I get stuck. And then on the back of this is ideas by theme. So ideas by theme, wow. Each day of the week has themed ideas, just in case I get stuck. But I usually stick to the typical theme on each day of the week, and you'll see. So let's get started for the month of May. So as you can see, I use an undated planner for the my catch-all's Frankenplan. So I use an undated planner for the meal planning portion. So I did go ahead and add the dates for the month of May already, which awesomely starts on a Monday. And the dates came from this Park Lane sticker book, which has been coming in quite handy lately. If you've been watching my videos, I feel like I've been pulling this out, I mean, almost quite a, yeah, like the last couple of videos. But yes, that is where the dates came from. As y'all know, I pre-planned, so the stickers did come from this Southern Farmhouse sticker book. I'm pretty sure this is an old sticker book, but I was gonna do like bright, you know, recipe sticker book. If you know, the stickers in that recipe Happy Planner sticker book are like bright colors and all that good stuff. But I decided to be subtle and toned down for the month of May, especially because of the way the colors already are on this palette. So yeah, I feel like every single sticker except for maybe one, we'll see, came from this Southern Farmhouse. So if you're new here, I do pre-pull because I have social anxiety, and the way things are set up in my brain, I can't sit here and go through books with you all and come out with a nice spread. So I do pre-pull stickers and then put them down in a way that I would want. So let's just get started. So first things first, I'm gonna put these little labels on the top of each week just to say what they are. Now, Sunday's not typically quick meal nights, but the sticker book didn't have like soul food or southern or comfort food stickers. So the meals that I do have planned out for Sundays, actually, they're not technically quick meals, but they're like, I can put them in the slow cooker or I can put them in the Instant Pot, and you know, it's not a lot of prep and stuff to do, pretty much. So that's why I'm putting quick on Sundays. Mondays in our household are typically meatless or seafood, so this sticker is obviously appropriate. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays, but we don't eat like heavy tacos. So they are typically low-cal to a certain extent. And again, I'm using stickers that are specifically from that book. They don't necessarily go with, like, in my head, I understand what it means. To you all, it may not make sense. So Wednesdays are typically Asian or Italian night, and those meals are typically quick to make, especially the Asian meals. Because I make them with ramen or noodles for the most part. So that one's appropriate for Wednesday. So as I said, Wednesday is Asian or Italian. Thursday is Asian or Italian as well. So basically, if we don't have Asian on Thursday, on Wednesday, we'll have it on Thursday, and vice versa with Italian. So I am going to put low carb because the Italian meals I'm making this month are, for the most part, low carb, and I'll know that it's either or. And again, I'm just using the stickers that came in the book. I feel like there's obviously more appropriate labels, but just for the aesthetic of the spread and because I know what's what, I'm just gonna use these. Now this says barbecue. Fridays are really finger food Fridays, but obviously barbecue makes sense for that. And then crock pot, Saturdays, I guess they are typically crock pot meals. Usually something that I can dump and go because we're so busy on the weekends and I don't want to be in the kitchen all day on a Saturday. So this one is pretty appropriate. Okay, cute. And I'm gonna press down all these clear stickers. I'll do it afterwards. So these came from the book as the Southern Farmhouse book as well. And I just want to use them to denote the special days. I believe Mother's Day is on the 14th, right, y'all? Hopefully. If not, I'll change it, but I think it is on the 14th. So I'm just gonna write Mother's Day in here. And we have Cinco de Mayo as well. That's obviously on the 5th. And my children's father is, how do you say it? I feel like, I'll just say he's Spanish. Because, like, yeah, he's Spanish. Oh, wow, y'all. I'm over here putting it on the 3rd. Y'all really were not going to tell me that Cinco de Mayo, and I just said it's on the 5th. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I'm filming at night. If you're new here, welcome. I'm genuinely bubbly, but this is not my first video of the night. If you've noticed, I missed a few days filming, so I am trying to catch up. So I'm going to try batch recording and see how it goes. Then I feel like, Memorial Day. That's what it is. Is that the 29th, y'all? I feel like I should have had these. I think it's the 29th. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I do need a shopping list. So this says Bon Appetit and this says shopping list. It's not gonna cover the flowers, so I feel like I will have to white out some of it. Let's see. And for the shopping list, I go through and see what we don't have and write the main things that I would need for the month. But each week, I use a dashboard layout. So each week I write the groceries that I would need for the week, but we go shopping like every 2 weeks or so, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, like I said, I will be explaining my process in another video. So stay tuned for that. Let's see, I think maybe here and here. Does that make sense? I feel like that whiteout is a different color. All right, I want it to be above Sunday. Let's see. I guess that's fine. Okay. All right. And like I said, the main things that are needed for the month are gonna go here. Okay. Now this says around the table, And I feel like it's appropriate because I want to start eating around the kitchen table. We typically, the girls eat by themselves separately at the table, and then um, me and their dad eat like on the couch watching TV, which is just not okay, in my opinion. And I don't want my kids thinking that's okay, so I do want to start having family dinners. So that's just a reminder for us to eat around the table this month. Okay, cute. And I know this is pink. It's just, I'm gonna ignore it. It's just a pop of color. Now this fork and knife came from the Farmhouse book as well. I'm just gonna cut the bottom and line it up like right here. Let's see. Just so it's like right on there, and I'll press that down in a second. And I don't typically do too much with my meal planner, like my monthly meal planner, because it is typically supposed to be functional and just typically tell me what we're eating that day. So I don't like to go overboard with the stickers, but you know, I do like to decorate some. And instead of whiting that out, I'm just gonna cover it with the left side of the kettle. Just cut the bottom off. Okay. That Southern Farmhouse also has gold, but I feel like to bring out this, I want to use these colors. So this says, you gotta nourish to flourish, and I think I want it to go up here. Okay. And to even that out, I think I'm gonna put something here. This one says, laughter is loudest where friends are gathered. And if you watch one of my not recent, but fairly recent, because I don't have many, but I talked about how I need to do better with friendships and, you know, allowing people in my home. Maybe over here, so it goes over. So I feel like that's appropriate. So I guess this is also goals, a goals spread for the month. 2 goals of eating around the table with my family and bettering my friendships and allowing them into my home. And I do cook a lot, obviously, so that would be nice to invite some friends over. All right, y'all, so I feel like that's it for the stickers. I'm going to write out our meals for the month, and then I'll get back to you. All right, y'all. So that's all our meals for the month. Obviously, I don't necessarily cook every day. Well, not obviously, because some months I do cook every day. Uh, my children's father is 6'8" and like 280, I guess you can say, 290. So he does eat quite a bit. And then my girls are just growing and growing and growing. My daughter just turned 6, and I have a 3-year-old. So they are starting to eat the foods that we eat as well. So I do cook quite a bit. So that is why I always put a meal for each day, just so I have the option. If we have leftovers, great. If not, I know what I'm gonna cook, or know that like there's something in the fridge or freezer to cook. So just really quickly for the quick meals, smothered turkey, I will most likely put it in the crock pot, or I don't know. I have different ways of making it, but it'll be quick because it's not a lot of hands-on. Um, Garlic lemon butter chicken and rice, beef ribs and collards, brown stew chicken and cabbage, and then for meatless Mondays, loaded shrimp baked potato, garlic butter lemon shrimp scampi pasta and garlic bread, eggplant lasagna, baked feta pasta, the TikTok version, and then shrimp and crab stuffed portobello mushrooms. I know this is Mother's Day or one of these. That's why I didn't write it, because I just want to make sure. So we're probably not going to have whatever I put on Mother's Day. We're probably going to go out to eat or something. But yeah, so like I said, I always put something every day just in case. And then I know this is Memorial Day. Shrimp and crab stuffed portobello mushrooms, those would be nice to make on the grill anyway. So I probably will make those. And then obviously we'll make Memorial Day food. So then Taco Tuesday, we have taco bar, chicken fajitas, and Dutch oven Spanish rice. I love the way Spanish rice comes out in the Dutch oven. Taco casserole, buffalo shrimp tacos, and I know that's right after Meatless Monday, where we typically have shrimp or meatless food, but yeah, you know, it's fine because we're not having shrimp seafood the day before. Sorry, y'all, it's late. And then Mexican pizza. And then if you notice, I make sure that we don't have the same meats next to each other. Like, we're not going to have chicken, 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 or like chicken, or like beef, beef, beef. Like, it's always chicken or beef or seafood or meatless. I usually like to mix it up that way. So we're not having the same protein or main meat or whatever each night. For Wednesdays, we have honey soy chicken and ramen. Like I said, these are Wednesday and Thursday is Asian or Italian. So we have honey soy chicken and ramen, creamy ziti garlic and garlic bread, chicken bacon ranch pasta. I make the version by Kimmy Creations. It's awesome. Spicy garlic noodles or ramen. And then meatball stuffed shells. Love those. Those are a new staple in our house. And then again, eggplant or Italian. So we have eggplant or Italian. Wow, I am so sorry, y'all. Asian or Italian. So we have eggplant lasagna roll-ups, beef and broccoli over rice, Korean beef bowls, and marry me chicken. Super awesome, y'all. If y'all haven't tried it, I'll talk about it when we get to that week. And then finger food Fridays, we have cheesesteak, sloppy joes, and fries. Again, I know it's Cinco de Mayo. I'll probably switch to Southwest chicken wraps and guac and make something else other than that, which is why, like, I don't know if y'all saw in the fast forward, I was like slowing down around here because I was like, wait a second, that's Cinco de Mayo. We could still have finger foods. So I'll make Southwest chicken wraps and guac and probably a couple other Cinco de Mayo foods here. And then I'll do cheesesteak, sloppy joes here. I know that's back to back with the beef, and broccoli. It is a different type of beef than it would be for the beef and broccoli, so it is fine since it's the only time we're going to do it this month. This Mississippi roast, instead of doing a beef roast, I may do Mississippi roast with chicken breast, which comes out awesome as well. So we'll figure this section out. And then jerk wings and sweet potato fries, just to tone down the spiciness of the jerk wings. And then burgers with barbecue onions, which is a staple of my mom who passed away. She always made barbecue onions with her burger, and I just love them. So I do the same all the time. So we'll have burgers, barbecue onions, and fries for Finger Food Friday. And then Saturdays is typically crock pot Saturday. So curry chicken, I make mine in the crock pot, and butter baked cabbage, butter caked. Yo, butter baked cabbage, Mississippi roast, like I mentioned, meatloaf. I do not make that in the crock pot, but it is a quick put together meal to throw in the oven. And then curry goat, I do make that in the crock pot. So yeah, y'all, those are the meals for the month. The shopping list I will go over in another video, and I'll show y'all the process of how I get together what I need for each meal. I will show you all my recipe binder. It is thick, it's heavy, so it's gonna take a lot to go through it and explain the process, so I don't want this video to be too long. So I do hope you enjoyed me planning out my meals for the month of May, and stay tuned for the first video of the meal planning series where I explain my process and we meal plan for the first week of May. Anyway, if you were new here and you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. I wouldn't mind if you liked and subscribed. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. You already know I appreciate you. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!